Greetings to all my 10th grade children. Today we are going to see the second lesson in history. I welcome you all to the Z Learning platform. Welcome. Today's class we are going to start the second lesson. The world between two world wars. Last lesson we saw about the First World War. Now this is after the First World War, what happens in the world history. That's what we are going to see in the second lesson. Let's see the first slide. The First World War shattered the global capitalist system. We all saw how much of impact, how much of negative results happened in the World War I we saw. Yes, so many countries were affected financially, economically, okay, and all the political systems were affected. And this First World War shattered the global capitalist. Global means worldwide. So all the financial systems were affected. European powers were weakened. European powers is, you all know, Germany, Britain, all the countries under Europe territories. Yes, they all were weakened. And the trade and the financial imbalance created instability. When automatically financial crisis comes or economical instability comes, there will be a greater problems in the political system also. So that happens after the First World War. Then fascism emerged in Italy. Fascism is a kind of a belief and a rule in the political system, okay? And Italy and Germany. Fascism was emerged in Italy and Germany. And in Africa, you can see each and every part of the world were affected, and finally Africa had a high noon imperialism. Imperialism in the sense a kind of a domination by another country over a weaker country. Now here Africa was being imperialized by another country, and it was a very high condition in political system during the interwar period. Interwar period means after the war, and the next war starts between that time period is called as interwar period. That is First World War and the Second World War. In between the time period is called the interwar period. So that time Africa was again being affected by imperialism also. So this is what we are seeing in the introduction part. The next slide, the Great Depression. What does mean by Great Depression? Great Depression is a great kind of a drawback in the political system. Let's see developments in the post-World War I. The First World War led to the expansion of industries. Yes, in the First World War, to create machines, to create weapons, to create ammunition, and to create various other like warships and other things, many industries were coming up. And those industries, after the war end, those industries were not used for such purposes and all, so they have to be abandoned or modified. Modified in the sense that industry will be used for some other purpose. Okay, so that will be a great loss again, because they have been spending a lot to create such factories and industries to create weapons and tools. But now, after what is the situation is, afterward there is no need of such industries. So they have to be either abandoned. So when you abandon something, completely everything will be in loss. Or if you are going to modify again, you have to put some more amount for the maintenance and change of the weapons and that machineries. Okay, so that is another kind of a drawback financially. And the next one is, for the war purpose, there were many stocks were there. Yes, maybe food stocks, maybe weapon stocks, maybe any kind of stocks, maybe they all have to be disposed immediately, because if they are going to be kept or stored for prolonged time, they may get spoiled. So they have to be disposed. And what is happening is, workers who are working for the purpose of the creating weapons or production of weapons or production of warships and all, they have to be changed to some other work. So when you do some particular kind of work, you know you are trained for that particular field or the stream. But when you change for the other thing, you have to be trained again. So workers are getting affected due to this. So many changes in the financially and the political system, economically and even socially also. Then political complications were started because of the Treaty of Versailles. We all learnt about Treaty of Versailles in the first lesson. So due to that treaty, again political complications were coming up. Then debt to European countries. European countries, you all know, they were affected by the First World War and they are being very lagging behind. Now what is happening is they started getting or borrowing money from the especially US and all. So they started getting money. So they were given lot many amount of finance as debt or like borrowing, lending. They were being lended money, lot many amount of money to the European countries. Okay, so these are the things that happened in the after the First World War, that is post World War. The next slide, withdrawal of American capital. So at the end of the war, America was financially sound. You all know, in the First World War itself, we learned that US was growing. Yes, unlike other countries or unlike other powers, US was growing at that time. And after the World War, it was greatly benefited also. So now America was financially sound and it was investing money or lending money to the other countries. So America was a money lender to the world, encouraged the flow of capital into Europe. So it gave it was investing money, it was lending money to the European countries, it was opening markets also. So new investments, and these investments yield profit only after a period. If you invest something or for a business, at least in a month of time you have to get the turnover or you have to get the profit or something, whatever you have invested. Yes, but this was taking a longer time. It was really a slow profit, and he was getting that profit only after a long period of time. So that was a great little bit drawback for the America. In the meantime, slump in US economy forced the government to impose restrictions on export, results in decline in volume and value of exports. So what is happening is this created US economy it pulled down the US economy, that is slump in US economy. Pull down means it's not growing, it's coming down, started coming down because he's not getting the turnover whatever he has invested. So forced the government to impose restrictions. So automatically he started creating restriction in the investment and the markets on the export. So that what is happening is when such changes are happening, in share markets also we all know how is daily happening. Today they will be rising, tomorrow it will be falling down. So in the same way, the volume and the value of exports, volume in the sense production, how much they are producing and how much they are that production has been exported. When you export it, there will be a value of money. Today it will be 100 rupees, means tomorrow it should go 150. Then only you will be growing in your economy. But what is happening is this reduction of volume is coming and reduction of the value of exports also is taking place. So day by day, next day it becomes 90, next day it becomes 85 and 80, like that it goes down. So what is happening is America was getting affected through this. The next slide, stock market crash in US. So automatically what's happening? America is a money lender, but now he has to face a great financial crisis in US. The withdrawal of American capital was aggravated by the US market crash. So in US market, that is 1929, US faced a great crash in the financial system. So what is happening? American money lenders, what they will do, they will automatically withdraw all the monies whatever they have invested. The first crash was taking place in 24th October 1929. Please learn these. This is for the timeline purpose. Yes. That discouraged investors and consumers to sell their shares. So automatically when you get loss in your business or loss in your export or loss in your share market, what will happen? Automatically you will be discouraged. You will not be so much of enthusiasm to be investing more or promote your business for a further level. Yes, so that's what is happening here. They were discouraged and the investors and the consumers were not able to sell their shares properly. So they were stopping, they were going back. Failure of American banks. So automatically what's happening? Banks are all facing a great loss there, and stopping of loans to Germany. So what they were doing first, they were lending the money to the European countries, and one among the European country is Germany. Okay, so now they are started stopping the loans, whatever money they were giving, and led to the failure of this. What happened is when they stopped the loan giving, lending the loan, automatically German banks were facing a great financial crisis. So these are the things were happening. Then Bank of England, it is also a part of the Europe only, and Bank of England was also found to be bankruptcy. Bankruptcy in the sense completely under financial loss. So they will have to close the bank also because no money has been left out. So this is what happened in the stock market crash in US, and this was the result of the Great Depression. Great Depression we saw on the previous slide. Because of the Great Depression, this all happened in the political system. Breakdown of the international system of exchange. Despite emergency measures, situation didn't improve in England. So any emergency, anything emergency in the sense, if the political system gets better also, they are not able to recover financially. Or if any other emergency comes, maybe a sudden crisis like a plague or whatever it is, or a contaminating disease, or maybe a war suddenly, whatever it is, they cannot do anything in England. Okay, situation didn't improve in England. Nothing could be happen in England. And England decided to leave gold standard. So what is happening? England is already facing bankruptcy. Gold standard, you all know, either paper money, that is paper money, or any other valuable things are being converted into gold to the equal amount or equal value of the gold. So that is called the gold standard. And what is England is doing is, England started leaving that gold standard. They will convert their money into gold. Okay, if I have 1,000 rupees, I'll convert the 1,000 into particular amount of gold value. So it will be safe, and it will be like solidified, solid wealth, like solid wealth, like they will be saving it in the bank. That's what a great aim in a bank. That is, main banks will be having gold in their bank. When emergency only, they will be taking that gold. But now England has faced a bankruptcy, so they have to leave that gold standard in order to save their country. So many countries left. So finally what is happening? Many other countries also left the gold standard. Each nation adapted policy of protectionism. So what they are doing is, they have to protect their country. They are not able to keep or safeguard their wealth or their finance. So what they are doing is, they started targeting their protectionism and devaluation of currency. Automatically the currency value will come down. So that is called devaluation of the currency. The devaluation forced creditors stop lending. So when the money value comes down, people exporting and importing will be becoming lesser. Okay, they will not be showing greater interest in exporting and importing. So devaluation forced creditors stop lending, led to worldwide credit contraction. So what is happening worldwide? That financial crisis was in greater level. That's happened after the World War. Okay, in the next slide, you can see what is the gold standard, the definition. Okay, gold standard is a monetary system where a country's currency or paper money, okay, country's currency or paper money carried a value directly linked to gold. That is, they will not keep it as a paper value, that is currency. Instead, what they will do is, they'll stock gold instead of the paper one. Even in our Reserve Bank also, we have that same system. So we will not touch that gold unless we are in a great huge financial crisis, because that is the main thing that keeps us financially stable. Okay, so they will be, it's a kind of a saving method. And even also we also will be having certain deposition of money, or a kind of a fund deposition somewhere else. Even small children will be having piggy banks and all. They will not be touching unless they will come to a great emergency or crisis. Yes, in the same way, RBI and the other world famous banks are doing such things. What they will do is, they have the paper money into gold value. Okay, so the countries in the gold standard agreed to convert paper money into a fixed amount of gold. So say certain countries will be they'll have a deal or a contract, and they'll be having a fixed amount of gold saved in their bank, kept safely in their bank, okay, and remaining on it they'll be using as liquefied money value. It will be always in exchange. This will not be going in exchange, this will be like a saving inside the bank. But now what is happening is Britain has left this gold standard because they are in great bankruptcy. I hope you understood this concept. Yes. In the next slide you can see repercussions in politics. Depression changed the political condition. Depression, we saw the Great Depression, so completely changed. I said when financially some problems have occur, even now in the current situation also, we are facing a greater financial crisis in the national wide and at times even in the worldwide also. Yes, depression changed the political conditions. In England, Labour Party was defeated in general elections 1931. So automatically what is happening is Labour Party was created for the sake of the workers, for the betterment of the workers, to uplift the workers' needs and their conditions. But now what is happening is Labour Party was being defeated and it came to a close. In USA, Republican Party was rejected by people because they started thinking there is nothing use in having such parties, because when they are facing a great financial crisis which has not been able to be solved by anyone. Hope you understood that introductory part and the Great Depression after the World War I. Yes, meet you in the next class. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day.